co-founder of Microsoft Corporation and one of the most influential people in the world, Bill Gates was born on October 28, 1955 in Seattle, Washington. One of the most inspiring personalities in history, Bill Gates has had a life filled with successes. Here is everything that you wanted to know about the life and success of Bill Gates. An American programmer, entrepreneur, investor, and philanthropist, Bill Gates co-founded Microsoft, the world's premier software company. With an estimated net worth of $102 billion, Gates is the second richest man in the world. But, how did he build his wealth and what were the challenges he overcame to get there? The early life of Bill Gates. While Bill Gates had to work hard to become what he is today, his story isn't exactly a rags to riches one, as he was born into a fairly wealthy family. His father was a successful attorney while his mother was a school teacher who went on to become a member of the board of directors of the First Interstate Bank. Gates was a bright student and performed well academically, especially in mathematics. And this was exemplified by the 800 points that young Bill Gates scored in the mathematics part of an intelligence test. Bill Gates developed a passion for computers and programming as early as 13. At the same age, Gates enrolled in the Lakeside School, a private preparatory school. While Gates was still at the school administration decided to buy a computer from the General Electric Company. Seeing his flair in programming, the school administration excused Gates from classes to allow him to pursue his interest. On the GEC machine, Bill Gates built his first ever computer program. At the school, Gates met Paul Allen and they worked together to find bugs in a system belonging to Computer Center Corporation. In exchange for computer time and royalties, Gates and Allen along with two other students wrote a payroll program for information sciences. This led to Gates' school becoming fully aware of his talent and they had him build a program that scheduled students in classes. Gates and Allen continued to build softwares and at just the age of 15, Bill Gates sold a software to optimize traffic for $20,000. A few years later, he developed another software and earned $30,000 from it. And this was the start of Bill Gates' journey to $1 billion wealth. In 1975, Bill Gates and Paul Allen co-founded a software company and they named it Microsoft. Initially, the company delivered small software products to different firms. Since the company did not have enough funds to hire a sales manager, this function was performed by Mary Maxwell, mother of Bill Gates. Not long after, Gates and Allen found that Microsoft had dropped to the lowest affordable point. The company was in financial crisis and this is mainly due to the use of some pirated software. However, the two owners did not lose hope and they launched MS Basic, which helped them to make a profit of $50,000. A few months on, Microsoft bought an OS system called 86DOS and started to refine it on a large scale on a daily basis and this resulted in the launch of MS-DOS. Immediately after the launch, Microsoft offered IBM to use MS-DOS as the main operating software for their first ever personal computer that they were about to launch. The offer was promptly accepted by IBM and Microsoft was able to see off competition from Digital Research, the company Gates and Allen had recommended to IBM for building their OS. In 1979, IBM, one of the American multinational tech companies, launched the world's first personal computer and offered Microsoft to develop a program for it. However, at the time, the company did not have the resources to create an operating software, and thus recommended another company, Digital Research, to IBM for building their OS. In 1980, Microsoft and IBM signed a contract and within a year Microsoft became Microsoft Corporation. At the same time, IBM launched their first ever personal computer with MS-DOS and a few other Microsoft products such as MS Basic, MS Pascal, MS COBOL, and others. Accomplishments kept pouring in for the company founded by Bill Gates, with notable accomplishments including the invention of the first mouse for personal computer, and the development of Windows operating system. In fact, the launch of Windows was what helped Gates to build a fortune. For a few years now, Gates has not been involved in the day-to-day operations of Microsoft, and he has dedicated most of his time towards philanthropy and community projects. Bill Gates provides perspective on a range of issues and has co-founded the Giving Pledge, a foundation that encourages wealthy people to contribute a majority of their wealth towards philanthropic causes. Bill Gates has pledged more than 80% of his wealth to charity upon death. Here are a few quotes of Bill Gates that goes beyond inspiration. Don't compare yourself with anyone in this world. If you do so, you are insulting yourself. I will always choose a lazy person to do a difficult job, because he will find an easy way to do it. Patience is a key element of success. Vision without execution is daydreaming. It's fine to celebrate success, but it is more important to heed the lessons of failure. Don't make the same decision twice. Spend time and thought to make a solid decision the first time so that you don't revisit the issue unnecessarily. Life is not fair. Get used to it. If you can't make it good, at least make it look good. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, teach you, and push you be your best self. To win big, you sometimes have to take big risks. There are many lessons to learn from the life of Bill Gates, including being focused on your goals and pursuing them persistently, building a great team, building partnership, and thinking beyond oneself for the greater good of people. If you are inspired by the life and success story of Bill Gates, then we would love to hear from you. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Until then, go beyond inspiration.